Yeah, okay, Dad, whatever, get a life. All these teenage phrases often drive me mad. They think that you're not being fair, but you're this way because you care. One day they are a babe in arms, oblivious to all that harms, then victims to some wanker's charms whose smart-ass confidence alarms. You're scared this certain type of bloke will come along and then evoke thoughts to sweep them off their feet, but you know he's a lying cheat. He's out for all that he can get, she stays out late, you sit and fret. When she gets home you try and hide, frustration bubbling inside. Teenagers don't like being told. They can be surly, rude and cold. They're so uncool, they're so cool, they're where it's at, they see you as an utter prat. There's other things they'd rather do than waste their time at home with you. You know it's hard and life is tough, but you don't think she's old enough. Her attitude will drive you wild. You row where once you laughed and smiled. She doesn't think that she's a child. Will your differences be reconciled? A healthy balance must be found. We need to find some common ground. It's hard to find a way of letting go, but if you do, your relationship will grow. There's never been a master plan. We can only do the best we can. Sometimes she'll cause your toes to curl, but she will always be your little girl. Thank you. Next one. It's about sort of, inspiration with some of the passengers. It's called Cyril's Servant. Cyril is a civil servant with a drive that's far from fervent. For 30 years he's been employed in government, his soul's destroyed. A semi-detached house in Sheen, his life isn't as it would seem. No chance of achieving his dream of leading a cup-winning team. His job is so run-of-the-mill, no entrepreneurial skill. He's tied to his desk up until accountants move in for the kill. He believes steadfast devotion gives him more chance of promotion. He'll come in Monday to find his protégés left him behind. Consultant, a 5-figure wage, a grey who aspires to be beige. Commuting to work in his car, no thrust in the executive style. Each morning at 6 he's awake, religiously for the kids' sake. His life is so boring and staid, his prospects have all but decayed. Now Cyril sometimes gets irate. He's been exploited by the state. His pension, though, should compensate. He only has 10 years to wait. This next one's it's a bit more serious and it's a bit of an experiment. I'm going to stick a voice on, so if it's that bad, just boo me, I don't care. Oh, bless you. I didn't expect to do that. Right. It's called Twilight Years. We've both become much slower, this is true, and cannot do the things we used to do. We find it hard negotiating stairs, and we drive his and hers electric chairs. They help us when we go out on the street, for neither is that steady on our feet. We opt to have a routine every day. This is, we find, for us an easy way. I have to write all projects on a list, so nothing can be overlooked or missed. Because I find it hard retaining facts, and my good lady's dodgy cataracts. I'm afraid old age has crept up on us, and it's an effort riding on the bus. Popping down the high street's an adventure, as I'm now showing signs of dementia. The wife has now become so frail and thin, and osteoporosis has set in. Our day-to-day existence is a chore. Exhausted, we both can't take any more. Relying on each other as a crutch, for neither of us can accomplish much. Tired of being one another's keeper, impatiently we wait for the reaper. Right, the next one's an experiment, and it's the first time I've done this one in public, actually, as a song. And basically I'm doing it to give Adam over there a bit of an idea. I've done a poem called White Van Man, and it fits to the tune of Baggy Trousers. So here we go. This is White Van Man, Baggy Trousers. Come on mate, get out my way, I've far too many stops a day, I don't need you to block the road, I have to get this bleeding load of boxes up by 9 o'clock and then I'm off the camera lock to pick a pallet up and then it's less a square by 10:30. I'm a White Van Man, cutting you up on my way, doing all I can to try to earn enough to pay all the bills I get that come through my door every day. There must be a way so I don't have to kill myself. I don't understand these fools who live close to their children's schools and have walk their kids to the door but choose to use their 4x4. Another type, but I don't like that pouncing like the Ronnie's bike. In and out of cars, they with antics I do not believe. I'm a white man, cutting you up on my way. I'm losing breath here. Doing all I can to try to earn enough to pay all the bills I get that come from my door every day. There must be a way, so I don't have to kill myself. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la. Taxi cabs now they're a pain, their U-turns drive me so insane. Okay, a service they provide, but I know one day I'll collide with one who fails to indicate. Call that destiny or fate. Time's money, money's time is double. Parking such a crime. I'm a white man, cutting you up on my way, doing all I can to try to earn enough to pay all the bills I get. So that anyway, sorry, that's it. You get the idea. I need more exercise. Right, thanks folks. I'm Michael Dennis, the Black Cat Poet. If you want to know more, you can tweet at the Black Cat Poet. Thank you very much. Yeah.